surcharge. It means you pay extra of 50% tax, I mean the fee. So if your bill, taxi bill is like $20, right? And then you end up paying $30 and ask why, how come there's extra $10? It's because of the 50% of the $20, which is $10. And then tourists will be surprised for the first time if they take the taxi from the airport back to the hotel after midnight. You know, sometimes the flight arrive at about 1 a.m. At the Changi airport, so they'll be surprised. This is one thing. And then for shopping, right, depends where you shop. And here is the Chinatown night street, so the prices is kind of average. But if you go to like Orchard Road, Marina Bay Sands, Garden by the Bay, Sentosa, the prices can easily be 2 to 3 times more the prices of souvenirs here. And you need to budget like 3 times if you go to, like, compare if you go to Thailand or Vietnam. You know, the 3-day trip, 3-day 2-night trip, let's say you budget $500 for the Thailand, which I don't think is enough. Also, let's say $800. So you come to Singapore, there's $2,400 for like a 3-day 2-night stay, including the flight ticket, the hotel, the food, the taxi, then transport. You know, there's MRT and the bus, and also buying stuff, shopping. I think that will be enough. Now, the next bigger mistake tourists make will be they don't understand why it's a plus at the price tag of the item. It means before tax. So let's say the item is $10 plus. The final price you will pay will be like 9% of this plus the $10, which is how much? $10.90, right? Because 10% of $10 is $1, so $10.90 is the correct answer. But tourists will like, you don't understand how come there's a 90 cents. It's because of the 9% goods and services tax. In Singapore, we call the GST. So it adds on to the initial price, the starting price of $10, so $10 plus 90 cents. So anyway, you guys get it, right? But the next mistake that tourists make in Singapore is not respecting and breaking the law. For example, they think here is in China or some third world developed countries, so they spit on the floor, they litter, they do not flush the toilet, and in jail. Yes, not flushing toilet is a crime in Singapore. It be fined if you are caught, right? And then so tourists will be confused if they are being fined for doing all this stuff, which they think is completely legal in their country, but in Singapore it's illegal. The next biggest mistake tourists make in Singapore will be to only take the taxi or Grab private hire cars, and they do not take the subway or the bus, which actually quite costly, expensive, and not necessary, because the MRT metro station, the system is well developed and extensive. You can get from Changi Airport to the city area in just like 30 minutes, and from Changi Airport to the west side in just 1 hour. You go to the north side, northeast central, go to Punggol, Hougang, Marina Bay Sands, easily. You do not need to like spend money on taxi unless it really is urgent. Then you go to the taxi and you need privacy, because in the MRT most of the time you need to stand. There's no privacy. People can see what you're doing, you're talking, and so on. So this is one thing. The next biggest mistake tourists make in Singapore is to stand on the wrong side of the escalator. And the right side is the express lane and the left side is the normal lane, right? So if people say excuse me from behind, they're trying to overtake you by the right lane in the escalator. Whenever you go up or go down, so beware of this. But in some countries it's the reverse. The normal lane is on the right anyway, not to confuse you guys. You go to the next point, number 11 will be, sometimes Singaporeans will call the foreigners uncle and auntie, even though the foreigner may not look so old, but it's actually a form of respect. The uncle is somebody who is older than your father's age, and the auntie is a woman who is older than your mother's age. So they call you because they respect you and not because they want to make fun of your age. Well, the next biggest mistake tourist made in Singapore will be only to visit tourist attraction, for example, Chinatown, Orchard, Gardens by the Bay, Sentosa, Marina Bay Sands, and they do not go out beyond all these places to explore places like Old Airport Hawker Center, King Hawker Center, Toa Payoh, Ang Mo Kio, Yishun, Admiralty, Hougang, Punggol, Tiong Bahru, Jurong, Clementi, Boon Lay. I think these places have their own hidden gems as well. It's just a bit further from the city, but you know the metro station and bus system is so advanced, so nice, so efficient. So just go. There's no harm, right, to explore. Well, the final and last mistake, the number 13 mistake, they will blow your mind, and also tourists will make the mistake if not. Alright, the final and 13th mistake tourists make when they are in Singapore will be not watching my video, and this will blow your mind because I just think of it this way. I'm just giving you some travel tips so that you can help you in your travel. If anything questions about Singapore, please feel free to message me, write a comment here. I will do my best to help you. Be it where to have the best food, how to save money, how to plan your itinerary. I'm here to help you, and the best part is free and don't charge a cent for it. So please watch this video again if you need more time to absorb what I'm trying to say. That's a nice durian cutting, by the way. And I hope it actually helps you guys and also Singaporeans when you're trying to explain why Singaporeans do certain things that foreigners don't understand at all. It's because of the culture and social norms, right? Anyway, thanks for watching this video once again. This is the video on the top 13 biggest mistakes tourists make in Singapore, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everyone, and bye bye.